Well, we are about a $50 cab ride away from Midtown Manhattan at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. Today, it's week 4, and we've got what should be a great one here, as it'll be the Arizona Cardinals taking on the New York Jets. It's coming off a win to push their record to 2-1 here in the first month of the season. Now Jones. There's a short one. It's caught by Taylor. 5 yards on the game's first play. Second down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Throwing Jones. He'll find his man. That's Taylor again. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
A gain of 17 yards. That's good for Jets. First down.
In motion right, that's Wilson.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
Now a play fake here on first down. He'll find Taylor. That's complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Jets. First down.
The slot man in motion right.
The 37-yard line.
Again, he'll drop to throw. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
Alert! Alert!
Off the play fake. Jones. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
That's another Jets. First down.
Off play action. Jones. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
18-yard line.
On the ground, here's the rookie from Notre Dame. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Looking to throw. Jones. Touchdown! Elijah Moore. Willis now off play action. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And they're able to get this one across the 35. And pausing here for an injured player, and not what you want to see. That's Malik Willis, who is shaken up. Back to throw now on first down. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. 2nd and 10. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Gets around him. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A gain there of 21 yards. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. The Cardinals at 2-1 now to start the campaign, and they move back above 500 with a victory last week.
And you look at their start, a win, a loss, then a win. This might be something we see from them a lot this year because when they're at their best, they can play with anybody. But bringing their best every week, that's been a challenge thus far.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. He'll swing this out to Sampson. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the first. And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
That's another Cardinals first down. First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. They'll come out in a 4-receiver look. 3 men to the right side on 2nd and 6.
At the 26-yard line.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a first down. His second catch of the opening drive.
Well, he was a busy man out of the backfield a week ago. They got him the ball early and often. I have no doubt in my mind that he'll be a big part of the game plan here as well.
Willis with a quick throw out wide. And he's going to be taken down right at the line. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards.
Dragon 60.
Willis. He'll try and do this himself. And an off-balance throw there, and it's going to wind up incomplete. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. Willis wants to pass it again. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over.
It's a turnover on downs.
19, Tiger, 19.
Jones now throwing to start the drive. A short one there, caught by Likely. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
It's a gain of 18. And the Jets, first down. First and 10.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now from MetLife Stadium. The Jets with the football here as they've got it with a 1st and 10. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And his defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
On 2nd and 9. Jones. He can't get him down. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal.
And avoids the contact by sliding. 5 yards that time, taking it himself, and he has enough for the first.
That's good for a Jets first down. First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And shedding through the tackle. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Out of bounds at the
2nd and a couple.
line. It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
They'll send Mitchell in motion right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
Jones will sneak it. And Jones is not going to have the first. From the gun, here's Willis. He's going to float this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29. A huge play there for Arizona. 51 yards. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. He's got this downfield to McBride. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Willis looks to pass it here. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. No gain on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd down and goal.
18, Pioneer. Here we go, set. Panther 60, 19 Lion. Dragon 60, Buffalo 18. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat.
Here's Willis. And did he get the feet down? Yes, touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cardinals are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. Extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 7. So the drive there, 5 plays, 80 yards. And the Cardinals cap it with a touchdown. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. A beautiful fake. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Another drive coming up for New York's offense. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
A gain of 1 brings up 3rd down.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. From the gun on 3rd down, Jones. Catch made right side by Wilson. And he is going to have a Jets first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And the Jets.
They'll look to throw again. Complete. This is Mitchell. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. From the 32 now. Here's 1st and 10.
Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 32-yard line. The first down pass. He's tackled at the 32.
They work now on 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Straight ahead is Hall. Oh, able to avoid him. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 35 seconds to go in quarter number 2.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's Jones from the gun on 3rd down. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Jets will call on a field goal unit here. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is indeed good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Willis looking to throw it. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. No, they won't. Here comes the flag. So they say no to the penalty. The incompletion stands. It'll be 2nd and 10.
And what they want to do is go ahead and take those downs away from them. You never want to give extra snaps to any offense. That's how you get hurt.
Last play of the half. Here's Willis. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. A throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. So halftime straight ahead. Let's get you down to the Sunshine State and Scott Hansen with our EA Sports halftime report. All right, folks, eager to get back to this week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Cardinals offense now ready to get their first opportunity here in the second half. Back to throw, Willis. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. That one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. And you come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14. To throw, here's Willis. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Able to convert on 3rd and 14. A terrific play call. Now Willis to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there. And it's 2nd down. And now we're going to get a timeout here called by the defense. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Now he's going to step up and run. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
19 right. 7 up, 18 rattle, 18 rattle.
Again, it's Willis to throw it. He'll get this into the hands of Sampson. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down. They do go for it. Here's Willis. Looking deep here from Mechie. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Andre Sisco. And the Jets are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a...
Pressure comes, and the Cardinals bring him down. A loss of 4 that time on the sack, and it brings up second.
Second and 14 at the 29-yard line.
Now Jones. Throwing quickly to Wilson. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Here is third down and 4.
Gain of 11 brings up third and 4.
Throwing Jones. He gets it underneath to Hall. And he won't get to the mark. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. They'll try again from the 20 on second and 10. Hands it off out of the gun. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. And they'll bring 4 receivers into the fold here. It's third and long. Now Willis. He's got his man on the out route. And that's not nearly going to be enough. Stopped at the 22, and he needed plenty more. So here we go. The offense is going to stay out there. They're going for it on 4th and 8. They do go for this. Here's Willis. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Up the middle they go. Sampson. Yeah, boy, this defense again really making things tough on him as they stop him for no gain. From the gun, here's Willis. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He is out of bounds inside the 35. So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 34. Play action. Here's Willis. Now he'll tuck this and run. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. The shotgun snap to Willis. Touchdown, Cardinals. Marvin Harrison Jr., 34 yards. And the Cardinals are able to get a score back in the final stages of this third quarter. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead's down to a field goal at 17-14. So both teams trade touchdowns, and the third as we're through 3 quarters of play. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff followed. They'll start on the ground here on 1st down. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6.
2nd and 6.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
Here's 2nd and 10. Back to throw. Jones over the middle and complete to Wilson. The offense on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Operating from the gun, Jones. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 27-yard line.
That's good for the Jets. First down. 1st and 10 at the 27-yard line.
And here's a handoff out of the gun. Able to slither by. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 2 yards to go, 2nd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the... Here's Willis. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that's caught inside the 30. A huge play there for Arizona. 45 yards. To throw, here's Willis. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now Willis to throw. This is taken in by McBride. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. It's a play fake. Here's Willis. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
A loss of 7 yards.
Here's Willis now off the play fake. That's to the pylon and incomplete. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Willis to the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
The field goal doesn't help. They're going to go for the 6 here on 4th and goal.
Cowboy 80.
Willis got to have this one. He'll try to do it himself. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll take this one only up to about his 13-yard line. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Wilson's got it complete. And he goes down at the 26. A pickup of 13, and that last play began at the 13. 1st down.
And the Jets, 1st down.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. It'll be a minimum pickup, and it will take us to the 2-minute warning.
It's a pickup of
Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. 61 yards rushing for him now as he's carried it 13 times. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles.
Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? He moved from your former position senior year, strong safety.
Yeah, sometimes they get you up near the line of scrimmage, or you're trying to time up a blitz. You've got to get it right, otherwise that flag comes out and you just cost your team some yardage.
Jones. The completion, but they go in the wrong direction. A loss of yards, and now they're dealing with a second and long.
A loss of a yard.
Now a 2nd and
Brings up
6.
Second down at the 40-yard line.
Now fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.